speak to Ayesha Siddiqa, who is a senior fellow at the Department of War Studies at King's College London. Ayesha, thank you so much indeed for your time. You can probably guess from my name where I originally come from. When I speak to Pakistanis about the country's future, I almost get nothing back except despair. Is that a fair reflection of where the country possibly is?
That's sadly true. There are people who are frustrated with the way politics is being conducted. They're frustrated. They believe that Imran Khan is the leader for them, and the state of economy is very bad. So, a lot of things to worry about.
Is democracy working? Because the elites, the political elite with the army, seem to have changed something in the nature of the relationship that Pakistanis should have with their government. Look, I understand that, parts of the country are still feudal. You have feudal landlords who are telling uneducated workers who to vote for. But have things become worse over the past 20 years or so?
Let me tell you, I don't think right now, I think what has happened is in 75, Pakistan has been around 75, 76 years. And every 10 to 20 years, you've had new groups and new people being added to the elite. So it's not just the feudals or the landowners. In fact, there are very few feudals here. Most of the feudals are from Sindh. Rest of the country is not feudal. So that has fundamentally changed. But that hasn't changed the behavior. An urban military itself is very feudal in its behavior. And it's about the military trying to control power, and it's about certain elite groups trying to, an elite of the country, which is industrialists as well, landowners as well, trying to control power and manipulate the country. So that hasn't changed. Now, what people thought, and people were kind of told that this might change if Imran Khan comes to power. He didn't change things himself. While he was the 3 years that he was in power, he didn't change much. However, when the military brought back the older leadership, people have become even more frustrated. So it's not as if Imran Khan's coming back is going to change things a lot. The relationship between state, between society and the military, or between different groups, but people consider him as hope. That's where things stand at the moment. And the new government, the current government, it frustrates people. That's where we stand.
I'm really glad that you're mentioning specifics, Ayesha, because as you can hear, I'm talking about generalities. Because what I'm trying to understand is if these generalities have had kind of a cumulative effect to bring us to the point we are today. So let me bring in another one. Is a lack of education in Pakistan a problem for its democracy? My numbers are not up to date, but I remember seeing a few years ago that Balochistan in the southwest had some of the lowest rates of literacy for women anywhere in the world. Because when a population is educated, it may understand more what its rights are compared to the rights that its politicians or anybody else tells them they are. Is education an issue, the lack of it?
Countries where education has been very good, like United States, have not fared any better. A few years ago, we would laugh about it that, United States elected a person like Trump. It's not that. In Balochistan, yes, Pakistan's education rates are not very impressive. And even if there is, there is education, there is very little science education. There are other issues as well. The problem here is, and look at Balochistan, where people are protesting, constantly protesting. They are education or lack of it. They're protesting for their rights, which they've been denied for so many years. Pakistan produces natural gas. It comes from one of the major sources is a small town called Sui in Balochistan. People in Sui didn't get, natural gas for very long. And there is a whole list. Now, what is happening is that different parts of the country, people in different parts of the country are protesting, they're perturbed about, for example, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or Azad Jammu Kashmir. They're saying waters, your rivers, we are the source of your of your rivers which you use to produce electricity, yet we are being charged a higher rate. That's unfair. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, again, their demands. So what these people, so nothing to do with education. I think what it is importantly, it's about how those at the helm of affairs use resources from different parts of the country, not give them their share, no equitable distribution of national resources. Look, very quickly, I'll tell you. I mean, I remember I was once working in Germany, and I remember the road where I was living in at. One night, there was one lamp which went off, and everybody was talking how it will be bad for the councillor of that area. And they said we pay taxes, and we want the government to be accountable. Now, of course, we hear a lot about Pakistanis not paying taxes, but there is also a problem that here is a state which has never been accountable. You take the money and you spend it on whatever you want. And there is that gap between what people want, a lack of sense of ownership of Pakistan, which the Pakistan's power elite continue to deny to its people. That's where the problem lies, not simply lack of education.
Ayesha, thank you so much. I really wanted to hear those kind of general observations about the concatenation, if that's the right word, that has brought Pakistan to its state. Ayesha Siddiqa, thank you.